Hello dear phasmatic friends! Today we're going to study the Cartesian coordinate system. What's that? A two-dimensional system used to find some points in a plane. But what's the history behind this kind of stuff? Well, René Descartes was a French mathematician that, looking at a fly, thought, how can I represent the position of the fly? And a genius starts saying x-axis, y-axis, coordinates, and that's it. Let's talk about that a little bit and see one example. Follow me, please. First of all, we have to say that the Cartesian coordinate system, if it is in two dimensions, has two straight lines, one horizontal line and one vertical line. The horizontal line is called normally the x-axis, but you can write y, you can write z, you can write w, no matters. And the vertical axis is normally called the y-axis. It is very important to know that each line is associated with a number. So, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. to the infinite. And here, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, etc. Also, in the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, etc. It is important to say that if here you have maybe 2 centimeters between 0 and 1, between 1 and 2 you have to put also 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters, the same distance. It is very important. You can't put 1 centimeter here, 3 centimeters there, 1.5, no. You have to keep the same distances. And also, if you want to maybe here put 1, 2, 3, but here 101, 102, etc., you can say that this axis will be cut. And with that, you could put 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, saying that it is not important to draw that very high and to have nothing here. So you can do that also. So we come back and we are going to make an exercise. But we have to say that the Cartesian coordinate system has quadrants. Here this region is the quadrant number 1, the quadrant number 2, the quadrant number 3, and the quadrant number 4. So if you have one point here, you are going to say that this point is on the quadrant number 2. And if it is here, on the quadrant number 4, etc. Well, let's do one exercise. So, first of all, we have to know that we're going to use parentheses, we are going to use a comma, and the first number will represent the x value, and the second number, the y value. So, what's that? You are gonna go 1 unit in x and 2 units in y. I go forward 1 unit in x, and after that 2 units in y. That means you can put one line like that, and here you have 1, 2. Remember, always x, y. And this is the A point. So for the B, we're going to walk 1 unit to the left and 3 units to the bottom. 1 and 3. We have the coordinate B. -1, -3. After that, This is important because there are people that is confused with that, but it is very simple. You're going to work 2 units in the x-axis and 0 units in the y-axis. So 2 units here and 0 to the y-axis. So here you're going to have the C, 2, 0. And here you are not going to work in the x-axis, but 3 units to the bottom in the y-axis. So 0, -3. Here it is the V point, 0, -3. Well, we have almost finished with the basics. What happens if you have 1 point? Maybe 3, -1. You don't know what is the coordinate, but you're going to see how many units you must walk to the right and how many units you must walk to the bottom. And you write 3 to the right and 1 to the bottom. And that's it, dear friends. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.